everyone, so when I sat down to film this video, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do as I was like waking up this morning and getting ready, but I took a look at my little empties pile and I figured I think I got enough products in here for a video. For whatever reason, I don't find this group of products extremely interesting, which is why I was on the fence about doing this, but I really hope you guys do enjoy it. I do have a good group of like 7 or 8 products, so I figured it was about time. I think the last time I did one of these videos was like 3 months ago. We might as well start with the 2 makeup removing items that are in this basket, and obviously the first one is my simple cleansing facial wipes. Now these are my favorite. I feel like I talk about them in every single empties video. They're just super soft. The formula on these is amazing at removing all of your makeup very easily, and I find that they're very simple on my skin. In the winter I do get dry patches, and with some cleansers and some products it makes those patches stingy a little bit. And also with my eyes, I find that makeup removing towelettes kind of sting around my eyes, but these don't, so I love them. Since I'm a beauty girl though, I had to try out another brand because I never tried out any of the Garnier ones. So these, I feel like I've had these in my little basket forever. I tried these forever ago, but these are the Garnier Clean Soothing Makeup Removing Cleansing Towelettes. I really don't remember loving these, and I don't remember hating them either. It's one of those things where I'm like kind of in between about. It does say that these have a new look and they are the sensitive skin version, but I feel like these were a little bit harder to get my makeup off than those simple ones. I feel really bad not having a ton to say about these, but honestly, that kind of just shows you that they weren't a standout because I don't remember them being amazing. The one thing I can tell you though is when I had these in my medicine cabinet, I had them I think next to a simple pack, and I always wanted to reach for the simple ones, but I told myself no because I was needing to use these up. So all in all, I wasn't a huge fan, and I think I'm just gonna stick to the simple ones. I have a couple moisturizers to tell you guys about, so we might as well start with the CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30. I do not know how many times I have talked about moisturizer in like my previous 10 videos. I feel like I'm always telling you guys that I've been looking and searching for the right one, and this one kind of is at the root of the problem, and I feel bad saying that because I loved this stuff for so long. I originally found this after picking it up on a whim in a drugstore, and I fell in love. It was super creamy, super moisturizing. It had that SPF 30 that I loved, and the packaging was so user-friendly. I loved this little pump. I used this for years, and then I realized that it didn't have broad spectrum protection, and I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I swear guys, it bothered me so much because I'm like, I've been using a moisturizer for like 2 years that is not protecting me from the anti-aging rays. Like, come on now. So unfortunately, as much as I loved this, I had to set it aside and find a new one. So that's kind of my little story with this one, and I would purchase it again if it did have that broad spectrum protection, but obviously it doesn't, so I'm very sad. Moving on to the next one that I tried though, this is the Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Daily Moisturizing Lotion with Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is the one that I moved on to after that CeraVe one because I was looking online for ones that did contain that broad spectrum protection. So I did come across Paula's Choice. I've heard a lot of great things about this brand in the past, but unfortunately this was not one of my favorite moisturizers. All of this really sounded amazing. It says that it's a light cream that smooths and hydrates the skin, it prevents visible signs of aging, and it's great for sensitive skin. So I thought, you know what? With all 3 of those things, I'm probably gonna love it. But when I actually got into using this, it was way too thick for me, and I hate moisturizers that I have to kind of worry about. I like to just put a couple pumps in my hand, work it into my face, and be good to go. But with this, it was so thick that it almost left a white cast on my skin that I really had to work at blending it in. So yeah, this is like one of the empties that I still have a little bit left, but I just want to get rid of it, which is why it's in here. The other thing I didn't like about this is that sometimes I put moisturizer on and then I either just like work around the house with no makeup, or I even sometimes go out without makeup, and this was one that was kind of heavier and it made my skin look a little bit more shiny and oily than I personally liked when I didn't put anything on top of it. Next up, I have a Aveeno lotion to tell you guys about, and this is a hand lotion that I would keep in my purse. So this is the Positively Ageless Skin Strengthening Hand Cream, and it says dermatologist recommended, and it's supposed to moisturize for 24 hours. This is another one of those that got so old that I just threw it in here because I was just kind of over it. I had this in my purse for so long, and I've really started like a trend with this one where every time I need a new hand lotion, I get a new one to test them out for you guys. The smell on this, guys, is just like one of my favorites. I love the way Aveeno products smell, so that was something that I really loved in the beginning, and also I loved that it was super thick, and it did keep my hands moisturized for a while. 24 hours, probably not, but it did do a good good job. I don't know if this is gonna make sense to you guys, but hopefully you can relate. So with this one, in the beginning it was super thick, super moisturizing, and I loved it. And then after a few months, maybe like 6 months to a year, the year that I had it, I felt like it got super thin. So when I went in to start working it into my skin, it lost a lot of that richness. Have you guys had that ever happen before? Because I feel like that happens to me with lotion all the time. We're just jumping all around today because next up I have a hair product, and I have been working on this bottle for I feel like years and years and years. But this is the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Leave-In Spray, and this is probably the most popular heat tamer spray on YouTube. I feel like years ago they were even talking about this stuff. I seriously feel like I'm having deja vu right now because I feel like I just talked about this stuff. It was probably in like my short hair routine or something. But with this, I do like it. I always did try to use it because I felt like I was kind of being proactive as far as the heat goes on my hair because I've been using a lot lately, but I don't really know how much this did for me. It did last a super long time, like I said though, and toward the bottom it did get a little bit awkward to spray out, but I really do feel like I will go purchase this again just to have it in my bathroom and kind of put it on my damp hair and before I blow dry and style, because I just feel like I'm doing good when I use this. And last but not least, the one item that I threw in here for you guys today, like as I was getting ready this morning, this is the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer, and I use the shade Light. This is hands down my favorite drugstore concealer. I raved and raved and raved about this stuff right when it came out, but holy crap guys, this stuff's amazing. You better believe that I'm gonna go pick up a new one because this is my favorite concealer to use under my eyes. I just feel like it brightens them up a little bit. The coverage is out of this world, and the formula is really, really nice. It's not too heavy, but it's not too thin either. The only complaint that I have about this is the way that it comes out, and I do like the squeezy type tubes, but with this, I feel like I always waste it. Maybe that's just me and concealer in general. I just feel like when it's full, I squeeze out too much, and then when it's like running low, I kind of do the same thing, so that's really frustrating because I do prefer a doe foot style applicator. This is my first one though, so it did last a super long time. I can't exactly remember when it came out, but yeah, this is like my original one. I did say that I just used this under my eyes, but you can use it anywhere. I used it all over my face as well when I first started getting it. I'm just trying out a few other concealers right now, but yeah, holy grail drugstore products for me, for sure. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my recent empties video, and I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up as always. But I did realize that some of these products are definite repurchases, and then some really aren't. There's really nothing in between. As always though, I would love to hear what you guys have recently used up or what you think I need to try next that you may see in a future empties video. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts, so just leave them in the comment below. If you have a little bit more time to watch some more YouTube videos and you want to check out a few of my recent ones, I'll include them in that little playlist right up there. Just click that little eye. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!